them go to waste, you know?
Right.
I want to make sure they serve their purpose. I'll be quiet.
Why?
We're recording.
Oh.
I was just putting my mouth near the microphone. I've been not doing that a lot lately.
Me too. I try to move away when I laugh.
Oh, yeah.
But then sometimes I don't come back.
You should just put it in your mouth when you laugh. Check. Check.
Oh. Check.
Check.
All right. Okay.
Republic. Sorry, that was dumb.
This is funny.
Made me laugh. Welcome to Dysfunctional Adults, the comedy podcast in which we discuss weird news, pop culture, and being middle-aged dads. Yeah. We are bitter, cynical Gen Xers saddled with crippling debt and depressingly past our primes. But that's what makes this podcast so much fun.
How's it going, gents?
Good.
Yeah. Well, I am happy to say that all your contributions paid off, and John is back with us in the studio.
Yay.
He survived all because of you guys.
Yeah, all those generous donations
Yes.
totaling up to $7.23.
That's really all it took for the emergency surgery. Discount surgery at the clinic underneath the viaduct.
And what's sad is that we have some money built up in our anchor fund. I didn't tell him about it. We didn't use it for you.
He could have saved me at any time.
That was the
Could
backup
have.
money. Well, because we fell far short of our goal of $1.3 million, we actually have to send that $7.23 back to GoFundMe. Or
do you have to meet your goal?
You have to meet your goal. You don't get the money.
So we have to use the anchor money on John?
Well, he's fine now.
Yeah, you'll be fine.
I survived despite you guys, not because of you guys.
Well, thanks a lot.
Well, I mean, let's be honest. Like the pillow that we put over his face to help his breathing
Help.
That was probably counterproductive, yeah.
Well, it was working until your wife kicked us out of your bedroom. So I'm threatening to call the police.
It's like he doesn't even have COVID. You guys just keep poisoning him.
And why are you guys naked?
Hey, you can't kill someone unless you're naked. That's the rule.
Is it though?
It is. Look it up.
Huh.
It's in the encyclopedia.
Do those
Jason.
exist anymore?
Good luck finding one to prove me wrong. Do you remember the card catalog?
Yes.
That's
Yeah.
a litmus test. Zach, if you want to keep your dates in a certain age range, just ask them that on Tinder or whatever you're using.
And any
they
of
know
them that
the-
know what it is, I'm like, I'm sorry, this isn't going to work out.
If they know what it is, they're old enough to date you.
Well, no, if they know what
No.
it is,
Old enough to
then,
be your
then it's a
parents.
swipe the other way.
Yeah. No, I don't want to date them.
You're like, so did you just finish high school? Ding!
Oh, that's awful.
Or will you be finishing high school soon?
Oh, no.
Sorry, I just knocked him in the face with the microphone.
Are encyclopedias still a thing anymore? Do they bother making them? My mom,
It's called replaced by something called the internet.
right, I know. Like, I told my mom that a few years ago when she called and asked if I wanted all the old encyclopedias in her house for the kids. It's like, Mom, first of all, those are from 1980. They're 40 years out of date.
They still say Pluto is a planet.
Second, in the last 20 years, there's been something called the internet. We can just Google something and find more information in 5 minutes than it would take looking through those things for hours. So no, I don't want a whole rack of encyclopedias for the kids. That's a step backwards several generations.
It's like, Mom, this predates Martin Luther King.
I think they were the 1980 set. They were the ones I used for book reports growing up.
Yeah, we had some.
So I mean, they were 10 years old when I was using them.
You guys were so spoiled. I always wanted a set, especially because, they'd have like the gold embossed.
Yeah, we
whatever,
had those- that
encyclopedia.
set.
Yeah. I always wanted a set, and my parents wouldn't get it.
Really?
Thanks a lot, Mom and Dad. I'm stupider because of you.
It didn't really help. I only used it to look up like sexual terms. Did you know they had sexual terms in there?
No,
Well,
but
now I do. Now I at least want the S volume from my mom.
My mom's like, who keeps taking the S volume? Yep.
All right. Good start.
Yeah. Some people talk to their parents. I went to the dictionary and the encyclopedia.
National Geographic.
Oh, that's what. Yeah, well, that too. So
I always hated like when you'd ask your teacher how to spell a word. She's like, look it up in the dictionary. I can't. I don't know how to spell it. That's why I'm asking you.
Sound it out, John.
can I get at least a hint? The first letter, maybe?
Well, I usually know the first letter, but if you knew how to spell it to look it up, you wouldn't be asking in the first place.
No.
That answer always annoyed me because it made no sense.
That's just a teacher being lazy.
Yeah, exactly.
Which, never happens.
No.
No.
My sister's a teacher, so I can make fun of them.
Yeah, my mom was as well.
Oh, that's right. That's right. So, what? You like our logic there?
Yeah. I'm just thinking you guys
There
probably
are
make
people
fun
we
of
can make fun
gingers
of them.
because,
we know one.
yeah.
It's like, I can enjoy the KKK. I know this black guy.
Yeah.
We're like shoving these gingers down, kicking them. It's like, oh, it's okay. One of our friends is a ginger. We can do this.
It's the kind of logic. you
Yep,
know?
exactly.
Oh, that's awesome.
Well, what have you guys been up to?
You want me to go first?
Yeah, why don't you go first?
Okay, well, I was home last week with COVID, as you know.
Mm-hmm.
Yep.
So I had some time to myself. So I
Did you get that flowergram I sent you? Like the one from Ferris Bueller with that nurse?
did not.
Oh, where did that go?
Not my house.
Someone's like looking at it. What the hell? Anyway, well, I finished watching The Mandalorian.
Sweet. Did you like the ending?
I did.
Yeah, it was awesome.
Yeah, that was cool. And then watched the first couple episodes of the Book of Boba Fett. We got to have a couple more to go on that.
Mando comes back in that.
I heard that, although I haven't been there yet. So thanks, Jason.
Everybody knows
I
that.
am.
I didn't know that because I haven't seen any of them.
I did know that.
Really?
I haven't, but
It's pretty good. You should watch them.
Boba Fett?
All the.
Let's start with Mandalorian. and
Oh,
then-
I've
then it
watched
goes
all the
straight into
Mandalorian.
Boba Fett. yeah.
Okay.
There's 2 seasons of that, right?
Yeah.
Yeah,
Yes.
I've seen all that. I haven't seen any of the Boba Fett yet.
It's pretty good.
Yeah. And then I played the Zelda game on the Switch, The Link's Awakening, from beginning to end, and beat that.
That little
Oh,
kid,
did
the
ya?
kitty one, like the little.
The cartoony looking
Yeah.
one. Yeah, that's a good game, though.
Why didn't you play Breath of the Wild?
Because I wanted to play Link's Awakening.
Breath of the Wild is so much better.
Is it, though? It's a different kind of game, though. It's not like a
It's-
typical Zelda game.
It's awesome.
Yeah, I do have that, so I could play that, I guess, next time I'm stuck
I
home
was
for
gonna say
a
you
week.
wasted a perfectly good sick week.
Do you want me to cough on you?
Mm,
Just in case you need another week off.
No, Link's Awakening was good.
yeah, I liked it a lot.
Cool.
It was a good game.
Do you ever play it before?
I played it on a little handheld.
Like the Game Boy?
No, it wasn't even the Game Boy. It's an actual like Link handheld game.
But it was the Game Boy.
It was the Game Boy version of it.
Okay.
It had the 2 old NES ones and then that one on it.
Oh, weird.
It's like a newish little handheld thing
Yeah.
that my brother gave me. But so I played it on that.
Cool.
My ex-wife got full custody of the Switch, so
Oh, sorry.
yeah.
That's sad.
I mean, if there were ever a reason to kill somebody,
That one's up there, yeah.
That's why we'll be playing this in court someday.
Yep.
Yeah.
No, I'm kidding.
But it was frustrating though, like not being able to go anywhere because I felt fine. I had a sore throat for like 4 days, and that's it. If it wasn't so cold, I would have been tempted to go out and ride my bike and go hiking and all this stuff rather than being stuck inside when I felt totally fine.
Yeah.
I understand I could still give it to other people, blah blah blah. But the one good thing that came of it is when I had the sore throat, I had the Barry White voice going. So
Sexy.
I just talked to hear myself talk. I'd say all this like seductive stuff to my wife, and she thought it was creepy. But man, if I could talk like that all the time, I would.
giving yourself a boner all the
Oh
time.
yeah,
Like Batman, kind of, but
It's like, oh yeah.
that's funny. Kind of like the opening to this podcast
Yes,
with Zachariah.
exactly like that.
I should make it sexier. I should get sick. Make my voice deeper.
Well, I have these used COVID tests in the dumpster behind Smith's Pharmacy.
All right. Gross.
I really should have milked it more though. Like when my wife's like, "Take out the garbage," it's like, "Oh, I can't leave the house. I have
You should just
COVID.
like drop onto the floor. You know?
Can you do the dishes, honey?" "Oh no, honey, I'm too exhausted from COVID."
Yeah, you really missed an opportunity.
I did. Yeah,
You're such a good guy.
I gotta go get it again now. No,
Learn how the other half lives.
I know it's a serious disease. The rest of my family's tested. None of them had it, so we lucked out that
That's
way.
funny.
Oh, that's
how
good.
It works like because your kids are like around you all the time. You know.
Yeah,
Weird.
but yeah, everyone else is fine. What have you guys been up to?
Go ahead.
Let me think. Not a lot. See, my kids had COVID, so I was in the opposite situation.
Yeah,
So we had to stay inside for about 10 days. We quarantined also because we'd been exposed to it.
yeah.
So we didn't go to church. We didn't really go anywhere, and I don't know, just kind of going a little stir crazy until that last Friday night. Then we went out and ate, and that was nice because I needed to get out of the house.
Yeah.
I'm actually a pretty big homebody, but apparently I have my limits. So
Yeah.
but yeah, I'm just watching TV and doing work, and wow, that's pretty much it. So kind of boring, but
Alrighty.
yeah.
I mean, I'll say.
But
Wow, I almost
I
fell
thought
asleep.
about lots of funny stuff.
Oh, well, good.
Yeah. So
Well, there really is a limit, isn't there?
there is.
I did not know that about myself. I thought,
Staying home is awesome.
yeah,
Even like introverts, yeah, they probably have a limit at some point.
it's awful. I had no idea. Because you're so used to being an introvert that at that point, when suddenly it's too much, you don't know what to do.
Well, because you were an introvert by choice. When it's forced upon you, it's like, well, damn.
I mean, it's sort of by choice. Yeah.
It's I've actually found out I'm kind of a people person, and I didn't think that was the case. So I'm a little disappointed in myself.
So you're going to stop killing hobos and
No, but I'm
Hookers.
going to talk to them first this time.
you're going to talk to them, get to know them a little
Know a
bit.
little better, you know. So at least make them feel valued
Yeah,
before I
Like you picked them for a reason.
callously murder them.
that's pretty cool. If you ever like give one of them a break, that'd be great too. Just like based on their personality. They're like, you're actually pretty great. I was going to murder you, and now I don't think I'm gonna.
Pay it forward.
Pay it forward. Yep. Go out and don't murder somebody back.
Just remember, if you ever want to murder someone, don't do it. Then the more you know star comes up. You know? But yeah, anyway. What have you guys been watching? Anything besides, I know John said he watched The Mandalorian. Have you been watching anything, Zach?
Yeah. Robot Chicken.
Yeah?
That's still on? Or are they the old ones?
The old ones. I don't know.
On Hulu?
No, HBO.
Oh, okay.
They have it.
Cool.
More Adventure Time. I'm watching Adventure Time again.
Adventure Time's funny.
So funny.
Yeah.
Because I don't expect half the stuff that goes on in it.
Yeah.
And it cracks me up. Have you ever watched that?
I've seen clips of it. I haven't seen the whole episode.
It's a show you can watch with your kids.
And they won't get the adult humor, but the adult humor is really funny.
Yeah, it's totally worth it. So if you want something to just kind of like veg out with them, that's what me and Charlie
Into
would
that.
sit and watch. Then let's see. I watched a movie called Warm Bodies.
Oh,
about-
the zombie romance
Yeah.
one? I remember that one. That's from like 10 years ago. It's not a new movie.
Oh, is it that long ago?
Zombie Twilight, basically.
Yeah. It
Yeah.
has the guy who played Beast in the
In the
X-Men movies.
First Class.
Oh, okay. That's why I recognized him.
Yeah.
Yep. Oh, I enjoyed it. I
Yeah,
thought
it was-
there was
it
a
was pretty
couple parts that made me kind of chuckle, and
Yeah, it was kind of making fun of Twilight. The
Yeah.
vampire romance, so they did a zombie romance.
yeah, it was cute. I don't normally put that label on movies, but it was cute, and I watched it and I enjoyed it.
Yeah.
So there.
First of all, hand me my back scratcher. It's behind you, please. I need to scratch my back.
Riveting stuff here, folks.
It's not your back, Jason.
Ew, dude.
You guys like watching.
Wash that afterwards.
Nope.
Oh, you smelled it.
I'll just tell everybody that's Nutella.
What is it really, though?
Yeah, that's the funny thing is it is.
Yeah.
You don't know why. I want to know why I do
It's like,
that.
why do you keep that there?
So, I had never seen Mean Girls before, but Megan made
That
me.
is a surprisingly funny movie.
It is, and Megan made
Yeah.
me watch it the other night. It's funny seeing Lindsay Lohan look normal.
Yeah.
But
She looked normal once?
she did once.
Mean Girls and Bring It On are the two teenage girl movies that I enjoyed a lot more than they should have.
Yeah.
I realized I was not the target audience for either of those, but they were actually,
Or weren't you?
as a 25-year-old guy when those came out, probably not, but they are both actually funny.
Yeah, it was
movies.
really funny and very quotable. There's a lot of funny quotes.
Well, it was written by Tina Fey.
Yeah. So, but it had some Saturday Night Live alumni. Like Tim Meadows was in. He's the principal.
Yeah. Well, of
And-
course, Tina Fey and Amy Poehler are
Right.
Saturday Night Live as well. They were both in it.
Right. So it's just pretty fun, to see that. And I don't know, just it cracked me up. I was laughing throughout the whole movie.
Yeah.
So
Yeah, that is a good one.
yeah,
I'll have to watch Mean Girls again. I haven't seen it since it came out.
it was 2008 or
Yeah.
6.
I thought it was older than
Maybe it
that.
was 2006.
Something like that, yeah.
So, but yeah, so it was pretty funny. And then I made her watch Men in Black because she'd never seen that. So it stands up. It's actually really good still. Men in Black.
Not part 2, though.
The first one. Oh, I hate part 2. Part 2 is ridiculous.
Mean Girls is 2004.
Whoa.
Yeah.
We're getting old.
Yeah.
Well, you guys.
Well, Men in Black's 1997, so that's even
Yeah,
older.
I knew that one.
So, but yeah, I hated the second one, and
Men in Black.
yeah,
I think the first one's the only one that's really good, right?
third one's okay. I never saw the reboot, so
Reboot was bad.
I like to believe that Independence Day is the first movie, and then Men in Black is the second movie.
nice.
In like the Will Smith Alien series.
Right.
Yeah.
I like that. I like that idea. So, all right, should we take a break?
Why not? You can push the buttons too sometimes. It's now time
I like watching you push them.
for listener mail. I just see the button lust in your eyes.
All right, so I don't have any listener mail, kind of, but I do have. Well, I got contacted by this girl, and I shared it with my wife, so she knows. But she made romantic overtures at me, and
Your wife did?
yes, her too. But this
Good.
this woman in text message. So I'd like to read these messages too, in the spirit of being transparent and showing that I'm dedicated to my wife.
Good.
It doesn't matter that these actually came to my wife's phone, not mine. But I just want you to know, if this ever happens to me, I'm going to be faithful to my wife. So,
Good for you.
all right. So this person, and I think, call me crazy, but they might have been foreign, because there's a lot of weird symbols in their texts. So it starts out, are you Leonidas? I'm Madeline. We chatted on March before when I came to see my grandmother, but we never connected offline. I'm back in town for a while. If you still want to really meet up while I'm here, are you free? I said, your grandmother was hot. She's still alive? Because I want to tap that wrinkled ass. She says, holy cow. Did I actually message some random dude? Whoops. I'm sorry. I could be such an idiot occasionally. Then she sent me this picture of this moderately attractive young lady. So that was kind of mean, wasn't it?
What was?
Moderately attractive.
No.
I think you were spot on.
So I said, oh, don't worry about it. I'm sure that's a Google image search or something from Reddit. So
Yeah.
says, oh, don't worry about it. Can I have your grandma's number? I'm widowed and I have lots of money, and I will make your grandma happy. And you can call me grandpa. Again, this was done in full view of my wife and with her encouragement. So she says, thanks for not seeming mad. I guess not every man is a dick that gives out wrong number. LOL. Want to chat? What is your name? I said, they call me Ivana Tinkle, but you can call me Grandpa. Winky face. She says, haha, pleasure meeting you. Thanks for not being an asshole. What sort of hobbies do you do for fun? I said, I like to dig up corpses and dress them in homemade doll clothes. Fun fact, that actually happened. Some dude did that in Russia.
Some dude.
It wasn't me.
Oh, okay.
I'll tell you what I told every lawyer and every Interpol agent. It wasn't me.
Okay.
This time. She says, I'm in town pet sitting. I love that. Pet sitting for my cousin because they took a vacation to Europe. Wonder how their quarantine situation is there. New Way, what do you feel about all this COVID-19 shit? I don't know what New Way means, but she keeps using it as like a segue to other.
Is that how she's
Anyway, she
spelling
probably means
anyway?
anyway.
Yeah.
Right?
Probably. But look, it's got all these like weird symbols.
See, N-E way is probably how she's
all right. Maybe I'm just too old.
doing. I'm the same age as you.
Okay. It says, I'm okay. I'm hoping COVID-20 will be better because she asked about COVID-19. And she says, F this Delta new strain is dumb as shit. I've quarantined too long, going insane. How about you? I have the Omega strain. Turn my ass blue. Says, my cousin got a hot tub and I'm about to fall in. Want to see a pic? I'm blind, can't see. And then she sent a naked picture that we promptly deleted. And she says, and I said, you look just like my mom. And she says, if I was to invite you, what would you do to me? I love how the subtly shifts like super dirty.
Yeah.
Says, I would make you the best smoothie that would cleanse your colon like nobody's business.
I've had that smoothie, and it
Is it true?
You're not.
Yeah,
You're not
yeah.
lying.
She says, baby, I'm starting to get a bit aroused. I'll put it that way. Because this is still kind of a family-ish show. Some families.
Yeah, some families.
I said, your colon is leaking. Gross. You should really see a doctor. She says, send me nudes and I'll sext back. And so I sent her this picture of Donald Trump
Made of noodles?
made of noodles, which Megan found for the record. It wasn't me. She says, nice. And then she proceeded to send another dirty picture and we didn't talk to her anymore. So,
Aw, bummer.
Nice.
but that's not the only one I have. I tried to start some stuff with somebody who wanted to buy my house.
I got one of those too. I can read.
So it says, hi, Jason. How are you doing? My name is Camilla. I was expecting to have a new home. Do you want to let go of your house? She gives the address. I said, I will sell it to you for one price, only one price, the preserved heart of an archangel. And she says, just to confirm, I'm talking to Jason King at my address. I said, I prefer to be referred to as Poppy. She says, my bad. Do you know Jason King, owner of blah, blah, blah? Or do you have other houses you'd be interested in vending?
Yeah, I got like a dozen of them.
Yeah, I know,
I'll
right?
sell you my beachfront property in Malibu or something.
No kidding.
I said, I am Jason King, or Jason King as he should have been. I can send you nudes to prove it. And then she never responded. I think I just sexually harassed some, like...
That's awesome. I got one.
Intern.
I got one too. Week or so ago that was asking to buy my old house that I sold like over a year ago.
Have made a deal with them.
Oh, I offered to. Someone just texted me, are you thinking about relocating? I am a local house purchaser, and I'd love to acquire the address if you decide to sell. Feel free to reach out when the time comes to sell. Thank you, Alex. And I texted back, I'll sell it to you for cheap, but only because it's haunted by the ghost of a sociopathic Girl Scout who murdered 17 people back in the 1970s with cyanide-laced Thin Mints. I said, on a quiet night, you can still hear the sound of the table saw she used to dismember the bodies.
Oh, man.
And then he just said, thanks. Sorry for the bother. Are you the owner of the address? If this is a wrong number, please let me know. Thank you. I said, I was the owner, but I sold it over a year ago. That murderous ghost is their problem now. Suckers. And I had the laughing smiley emoji and then a winking ghost emoji. And then he just said, haha, you're so funny. And then he asked if I had a different house that I was selling. So
So it
I
sounds like
just
you
said, no, we're happy in our new home. Sorry. And I Ended the conversation there.
It sounds like you got a real person. I'm kind of thinking I have an AI I was talking to.
See, I thought that too, because because the first thing I said, he just said, thanks, sorry for the bother. It sounded like he didn't read anything I said. And then when I said the second thing about the murderous ghost is their problem now, then he said the ha ha ha, you're so funny. But, yeah.
So you made a new friend is what it sounds like.
Apparently,
like,
yeah.
hey.
But once I said we're not selling the new house, I never heard back from him. So
Typical fair weather friends.
but yeah, I'll sell him the old house for whatever he wants to offer for it. I don't care.
Just pay it to me in a suitcase full of cash.
Exactly.
Yep.
And he'll show up at their house, knock on the door. Excuse me, I own this house. Are you guys squatting?
Oh, man. That's pretty funny.
I have one listener mail. Does anyone have another one? Or
I don't have any.
Yeah, my contribution this week was the stringing along the Singapore man who was trying to get me to give him Google Play cards or whatever it is they want.
Right.
Nice.
We don't know yet.
Well, I'll let you read this, Zach, since you haven't
All right.
got to say much yet.
Dear dysfunctional adults, well, there's no delicate way to put this, so I'm going to have to come right out and ask, can I have your sperm? My wife and I have been trying unsuccessfully to conceive a child for years, and after a visit with my urologist, apparently I'm shooting blanks. From what I can gather while listening to your show sporadically while drunk and often high, you guys seem to be the pinnacle of flawless masculine genetics, and thus I can't think of anyone better to be the biological father of my child.
That is true.
That is true. Yeah. Okay, we can stop it here. Yes, whoever this is. Let's see. Well, I did ask Dwayne Johnson first, but his only response was, who the hell are you and what are you doing in my house at 3 a.m.? So anyway, please say yes. Otherwise, my wife is threatening to track Zach down and get pregnant with his child the old-fashioned way.
Oh.
You guys, we need to sit on this. Let's just not answer for a while.
And text back your address.
Yes,
and
exactly.
what times you'll be home.
Exactly. And you have to try more than once.
Well, yeah.
You know. One more thing. This baby better be good looking, or so help me I'm hauling ass to Canada, and since your names will show up on the paternity test, you'll be stuck to foot the bills for the next 18 years. So try and use only the best swimmers, okay? Thanks, Ted.
Well, Ted, we should splice all three of our sperm together to make one super baby.
Yeah, we'd end up doing something wrong, and it would end up having 3 arms and 1 leg.
Or like telekinetic powers and be like one of those blonde kids, with the glowing eyes.
Yep. So. Children of the Damned type of kid.
Children of the Corn.
Yeah.
Was it that one?
That's funny.
Or the
Village of the Damned.
The twins in The Shining is another one.
Yeah. Yep.
Twin girls.
So, Ted, just let's just sit on this. Let your wife take care of it, man.
Sounds like she has a good backup plan if we say no. So.
Yeah.
I've already got my canister right here. Can we just mail it to him?
I carry around a vial at all times, so just in case this ever comes up.
Yeah, well, mine's in a thermos from the real Ghostbusters lunchbox that I had in 5th grade.
Oh, no. Can you carry that to work when you go to work?
Well, I work from
lunch
home,
pail.
so I just keep it in the fridge. Is it fridge or freezer? Because we could have a problem.
Does it matter? You're carrying around like
Nobody's
30-year-old
for
sperm.
it. Yeah.
Well, I didn't produce it when I was in 5th grade. I waited a couple years.
That's so much better. That's good to know. Because otherwise that would have been weird, Jason.
Yeah.
Time capsules, right? Nothing better to contribute than...
Yeah. I agree. I hope they sent some out when they sent things out on was it the Cassini? Yeah,
I don't know. But wouldn't it be funny to dig up a time capsule and everything's like crusty and gross? Oh. Like, it must have gotten wet or something. That's what Zach does, the Homer Simpson back through the bushes meme thing.
Why me? You were the one saying it.
Well, you were in charge of the time capsule. So.
I didn't have the thermos.
I give Slimer a new meaning. Because it's also green.
I miss Slimer. I miss you. No, wait. Now I don't. After what you just said, it just clicked finally.
The doctor says I have a condition.
Yes. That you could easily fix with antibiotics, but
What
just
is
choose
he?
not
He's just
to.
a doctor. What does he know? Makes me special.
Yeah. All right.
So is it time for Would You Rather?
Do we have any more?
Sure.
I
Let's do it.
stopped you before you did that.
Smart. No, that was good because we're still running on time here.
Was it in here?
Could have been.
Or did you take it home in your bag?
I didn't take it.
Yeah. Hold on, everybody. Oh, it's right here.
He found it, folks. Ladies and gentlemen.
Got the time capsule. I'll be damned. It's still green.
So who's reading it this time?
Is it your
I think
turn?
it's Zach's turn, yeah.
Yep.
I did it last
To
time.
play or to read?
To read it.
Oh, so we're full circle.
You and me.
Full circle. Jerk. All right.
You'll leave out the Slimer joke. If I make veiled reference to it, is that technically leaving it out?
If you make what?
Never mind. I like this game. This game is fun.
We'll have to print out some new ones because we're going to run out here.
Oh, that's okay. So rock, paper, scissors, me versus John?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
All right.
On 3. Ready? Okay. Sorry. 1, 2, 3.
Damn it.
So, John.
Yes.
Would you rather smell like body odor for a year or have terrible acne for 6 months?
Huh.
Maybe the acne? Just because 6 months is half as long? I don't think I'm really going out much either way.
You're just going to stay home.
Yeah.
What do you mean by terrible acne? Because I've seen some awful cases.
Oh, I have no idea.
Like, are we talking like Accutane commercial level? Or are we talking like 13-year-old always have a pimple on your nose level?
What's comparable to having really bad body odor for a year? Whatever that is.
That's also a teenage thing.
Yeah.
I had bad body odor for a few years, if that's the case.
So I just basically asked, would you rather be a teenager or a teenager? I can choose another
I'm
one.
probably going for the acne just because, let's be honest, pimples are fun to pop.
Oh,
Gross. I like it. All right. No? You'd choose the body odor?
I don't know what I would choose. 1, 2, 3.
Damn it.
Would you rather have sex with your clothes on for a year or never see your partner fully naked again? I mean, that's obvious.
I'm having sex with my clothes on.
Yeah.
He's having sex with his clothes.
No, that's me. I'm the lonely, sad, single one.
Ultimately, it ends up being that way if you're not taking them off. Take that,
I
Jason.
lost.
Yay. I can't wait to ask
I
you
won
this.
one. Yay.
Would you rather have really adventurous sex or romantic sex for the rest of your life? Really adventurous, by the way, meaning, also, I mean, anything in this room you can use.
Is the Constitution like valid in here? Like, can I plead the
just
fifth?
plead the fifth?
Oh man. If I had to choose,
What's adventurous? Is that like in a car while it's on the assembly line or something? Or while
That's pretty adventurous.
swinging through the jungle on a rope? Or
I would say the romantic one.
All right. For the rest of your life.
If I had to choose.
Yeah, no, I mean.
But you don't, so you can do both.
I was going to say, why can't I have both?
You can have both because you don't have to choose. This is all for fun.
I know.
Porque no los dos.
But did you say that in Spanish?
I did.
That's from that commercial, yeah.
Yeah.
But I would, romantic.
All right.
You go first, and then I'll go. Ready? Oh, dang it.
Good old Rock always wins.
I'm gonna go ahead and give you an out on this one.
Okay.
Um,
Out.
but it's funny just to read it because, okay. Would you rather have sex with Queen Elizabeth or Hillary Clinton?
That's easy. Queen Elizabeth.
Oh,
Isn't she like 20 years older than Hillary Clinton, though?
She's classy.
she is classy.
She does have the accent.
Yeah, it's pretty hot. And Hillary Clinton might suicide me.
Right. She may even suicide you for not choosing her right now.
Right.
This might be your last night alive.
Queen Elizabeth's in her 90s. Hillary Clinton's only in her 70s.
I'd still choose Queen Elizabeth. My last name is royalty.
That's true. All right. Give me another hand slapper.
Don't call it that.
Yeah. Yeah.
Damn it.
No?
Good old rock.
Right.
I'm gonna start like narrating you.
Is it you?
It's me, yeah.
All right.
Zach asked John with a chuckle.
That would be awesome. Just like for the rest of my life.
Yeah.
Would you rather have C-cup man boobs or a 2-inch penis? I'm so glad I got to ask you this.
I'm going with the C-cup man boobs.
All right. Fair enough. I don't even need to ask why.
Because he already has the other one.
Exactly. I would have just gone for that. It's like, if I have to have one, why would I want both if I can only have one?
All right.
Ready?
Yep.
Oh, John knew I was going
You
to
can't win with rock 3 times in a row.
Says you.
Wait. Would you?
Zach looked with a furrowed brow at the piece of paper, quietly mouthing the words as he scanned the page.
You're just doing this because you have to edit tonight.
Damn straight.
Or not tonight, but
Yeah, that's exactly why I'm doing
this
it.
episode.
He found me out.
Would you rather have terrible breath or stinky earwax?
Stinky earwax.
Yeah.
Because you could clean
Kind of an
right?
easy one, huh?
Yeah. Give me another one. I'll
right.
take another one.
All right. Would you rather be handcuffed or blindfolded while doing the deed?
What is the deed like?
Sex.
Oh, I know.
No, I'm telling you in case you didn't know.
Handcuffed or blindfolded? I say handcuffed because,
You want to be able to see
yeah.
what's happening.
I mean, I learned this, from experience at Boy Scout camp.
Oh, I knew it.
You knew that was coming.
You knew the Scoutmaster joke was on its way.
I didn't say Scoutmaster,
Oh.
but
All right.
yeah, it was him.
We should do one more.
He's in prison now.
Yeah, one more.
Damn it.
All right. Would you rather your partner cry uncontrollably whenever they see you naked or laugh uncontrollably? You kind of got the short end of the stick tonight.
I'm going with laughter.
You'd rather they laugh
Because I could laugh. I could laugh along and pretend that that's
Then
a
he's the
joke
one
between
crying.
us.
I can see that.
I could pretend that I'm laughing with it and not at it,
Right.
or that she's laughing with me, not at me.
Right.
Crying, I don't know what you do. You just feel bad.
Yeah.
Speaking of crying, I'm gonna play the Gen X card and bitch about the younger generation real quick.
All right.
So there was a story in the news. I won't get into it because it's a political story. But on a side note, at a certain university, they were discussing having a room for students to cry in when they're offended. This is Generation Z, right?
So these are technically adults. It's a college campus.
It's a
not
college. It's a university.
elementary school.
It's not even a junior college. It's a university. But they want to have
a cry room for
a designated cry space.
young adults.
Yes.
Wow.
So just remember, 18-year-olds stormed the beaches of Normandy back in the day.
And now they need a separate cry room when they're
Yes.
offended.
So, grow a spine, you little bitches. This is what my message to Gen Z.
I don't know how to feel about the whole thing because while I could use a cry room right now for any reason.
It's the bathroom. That's where you go to cry.
Oh, yeah, that's right. The bathroom. Yeah. Okay. Yeah. Yeah.
Well,
how come I have to cry in the bathroom and they get to have a special room with see?
Yeah, what would be in the cry? What would be in your ideal cry room?
Like a reclining chair and obviously a box of tissues.
Yeah. Probably some ASPCA commercials. So I could see the sad animals. Yeah.
Maybe some Nicholas Sparks movies like The Notebook or something like that.
Yep.
What would be in a man's cry room? Let me put
in a man's? I wouldn't know.
Oh.
How about my Xbox?
Yeah, there you go.
Obviously video games.
My video games.
Pornography.
Yeah. Yeah, John's saying it also.
The fact that you say pornography, that outs us as Gen X. So, I go to the pornography store to buy pornography. I just played footsie with John.
Yeah.
Zach.
Jealous? No.
It was me.
All right.
All right. And now it's time for Show and Tell.
All right.
All right, what?
Who wants to go first?
Me. Because me going last, that's not a good idea.
Go ahead.
I haven't vetted my material. All right. This is from Cracked. And it's by Shia. December 16th, 2020. 13 bad ideas that should have been stopped earlier.
Jason.
40-something years ago.
Oh.
What? A mental health facility added a tall tower. Battleboro Retreat in 1887 added a tall tower to aid patients' health with a nice view. Several patients fell to their death.
Oh.
I mean, I think jumped and fell. Those are two different things.
Yeah.
They fell after they jumped.
Yeah.
A mental health facility shouldn't have a tall tower with open windows.
No. But hey, expenditures are a thing too.
There's a reason like Vegas casino windows don't open up when you're
Right.
past like the second floor or something.
Curing rheumatism by climbing into a whale carcass. In 1896, health experts suggested patients climb into beached whales for up to 30 hours despite no scientific evidence.
Hey, there's no evidence that it doesn't work either.
That's true. But
You don't know until you try it.
I love us as people. Goldfish gulping challenges. In 1920s, Ivy League frat boys would swallow live goldfish for attention. This was a whole trend started by one guy's $10 dare. Now, that is one thing I have to say is that people make fun of all these challenges, all these TikTok challenges, the ice
bucket challenge,
all this stuff.
The Tide Pod Challenge.
This was in 1920s.
This crap has been going on forever.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Kids didn't just get stupid suddenly.
No,
they've always been stupid.
There's just more platforms to showcase it now than there used to be.
So, all right. The U.S. once considered nuking the moon. During the Cold War, the U.S. considered detonating a nuclear bomb in a crater to show off its nuclear power and study its effects.
I'm thinking the effects would be negative.
I'm glad they didn't do that.
It's just sitting there judging us, staring at us. Who doesn't want to take out the moon sometimes?
My fellow Americans, we have murdered the man in the moon.
Yep. We felt it took a 20,000-ton nuclear bomb to do it, but
Doesn't the moon control like tides and all this other stuff?
oh yeah.
And Tide Pods. By the way, we have some, and I have to say they kind of look delicious.
They really
do, yeah.
And they smell good, too. And Megan has to keep stopping me from putting them in my mouth.
It's like John said, why do all the car liquids have to look appetizing?
Antifreeze, wiper fluid. They all look like Kool-Aid.
Really,
I can't
the
be the
wiper
only
fluid,
one who's
for
wanted
sure.
to take a sip.
I know.
Seriously.
Yep. Because it's not even like blue enough, the wiper fluid. It's not even blue enough to be considered too sugary. It's like crisp looking.
Yeah.
Blue raspberry.
Blue raspberry.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yep. All right.
Content warning.
Yeah, exactly. Here's the warning. If you're too stupid to listen to this and not do those things, sorry.
Go ahead and do them. We need to weed out the bad genes.
It's natural selection. Is that what you're saying?
Yeah.
Radioactive toothpaste, produced in 1940 to 1945. Doramad. Even that sounds radioactive. Toothpaste contained small amounts of thorium. All right.
For flavor.
And sterilization.
Two rival gangs decided to have a friendly soccer match. On New Year's Day 2020, the prison game resulted in 16 deaths and 5 injuries.
It's about like a typical World Cup game.
Yeah. Oh, that's fantastic. Friendly soccer match. This was in Mexico, by the way.
Very bad idea.
Bloods versus Crips soccer game. Who could see problems with that?
Well, it was in Mexico. They were all for it. The Australian Army started the Emu War, which we've talked about. Let's see.
Still my favorite part of history.
Yes. We actually had an episode called The Great Emu War.
And I love how they lost.
Yeah.
Let's see. Well, for those of you that haven't listened to that one, I might as well
Episode
read it.
24, The Great Emu War.
John has the episode.
John's our biggest fan.
All right.
The one with the car fluids was episode 9, High Speed Bike Sex.
Wow.
I don't know how you do it. I can't do that. Pepsi once owned 17 submarines and 3 warships. Soviet Union. In a trade deal with the Soviet Union, Pepsi briefly owned a notable navy, which they sold for scrap.
Or the takeout
I
Coca-Cola.
was going to say,
they should have done.
Where's Coke's Navy?
Groupon rejected Google's $6 billion takeover offer. I'm all in support of not selling out to a tech monopoly, but they turned down $6 billion for a discount website. Yeah, that seems kind of ridiculous. I'd have taken the money and run.
Yeah.
They're probably asking now, hey, is that offer still on the table?
Right. NASA forgot to convert units from English to metric. The avoidable mistake meant Mars Climate Orbiter burned up in space, costing NASA $125 million in 1999. Oh, sad.
Someone got fired for that.
I hope so. It's a government job, so maybe not.
You know, we would be this much closer to living on Mars if that orbiter had been able to go out there and do that in 1999. Imagine what $125 million would be now money. Oh, that's a lot of money.
Or like a lot more.
Yeah. All right. A variety show told an audience of 1,000 children that they had free toys. 183 children died in the stampede that followed, resulting in the invention of the emergency push of the emergency push door.
Wow. That was
in the UK.
That's
not thought
dark.
out.
Yeah.
All right. NASA didn't listen to their engineers before the Challenger explosion. 2 engineers warned rubber seals would explode in the cold, but NASA went ahead with the launch anyway. That sucks.
Yeah.
These are getting darker. Last one. Navy pilots damaged helicopters taking a Facebook photo. 2 pilots caused $500,000 in damage trying to take a cool photo in 2010.
Nice.
Sweet. So yeah, things that should have. Yeah.
Someone should have caught somewhere earlier.
Bad ideas that should have been stopped earlier.
183 children died.
Yeah.
That's awful.
Yeah. Oh, telling them they had free toys. Wait, and who is stampeding? If that many children were, I guess, yeah. As long as it wasn't adults stampeding the children, but it could have been. We need more information.
That's sad. Maybe that's how Anakin did it when he went to the younglings. I've got toys.
Yeah.
And they just stampeded themselves.
Yep. Sad.
Well,
Alrighty.
I'll go
that was
next.
dark.
Yeah, I'll lighten some things up here. All right. So this is from Board Panda from Sarun Bar is a community member. Good job. 79 of the most embarrassing things people have been caught doing have their partners have caught them doing. I'm not going to read all 79, but here's some of the highlights.
Read all 79.
During a 12-hour flight delay, my boyfriend wandered off. When I found him, he was in the middle of a Pixar movie marathon with a group of 5-year-olds. There's a picture.
Sweet. Do you remember us having the Taffy Town tour?
Yep.
It was like all me, you, Riley, Richard. I don't remember if Zach was there. Maybe JT, and then a bunch of like 5-year-olds sitting around us. We were all like 17.
We were watching that informational show with Stretch and Pull.
Tug and Stretch.
Tug and Stretch.
Yeah.
That's their name.
For those who don't know Taffy Town, it's obviously a taffy factory. They used to give tours of it. And we, as a joke, we did it ironically, I guess, before that word was a thing. But we went in there and watched the instructional video, and we were 3 times older than everyone else in there.
And laughing at the euphemism that tug and pull or whatever.
Tug and stretch.
Tug and stretch.
Yeah.
Yay, 17-year-old us.
See, kids were stupid back then, and
yes, we were
stupid now.
So this lady says, I walked in on my husband walking the cat across the ceiling while singing Spider Cat.
That was written by your wife, wasn't it?
No, it was not. This lady found her husband asleep in the really sunny bedroom with her bra over his eyes.
That would work.
Yeah.
Let's see, it says, my mom caught my dad playing air guitar. Let's see. A lot of these are just the pictures with some captions. This one says, I introduced my girlfriend who never plays video games to Skyrim. I came home from work to find this. And it's this girl completely into the game, like sitting in the middle of the room playing Skyrim. Let's see. Sister texted me saying she lost her husband at Babies R Us. 20 minutes later, she found him asleep in a Little Tykes pirate ship bed.
Cute.
Let's see. So this says, my wife doesn't know I'm working from home today. This is my wife working on her novel, expected release date 2052. That's a picture of his wife sunbathing in the backyard. This guy says, my wife finally found out where I've been keeping my frozen Snickers bars. And he has them inside of a frozen vegetable package in the freezer.
Nice.
Very smart.
Because those sit there for like 20 years and no one touches them.
Yep.
This guy walked in on his girlfriend. She was using her laptop, a tablet, and a phone at the same time. I know my wife could do that.
That sounds like my kids. They could do that.
So this one, this lady opened her boyfriend's glove compartment to find a Weird Al album and a bunch of packets of googly eyes. Says, unseasonably beautiful weather today. I came home from work to find my husband enjoying it. It's a picture of a guy sitting outside his house in a lawn chair watching TV through the window. Says, I caught my boyfriend in the act. He doesn't know that I know his secret. It's a picture of him watching My Little Pony.
He's a brony.
Oh, no.
Yeah.
He's a brony.
She may not know. You can tell her.
This brony actually is a sexual fetish in some circles, so that is kind of a
I know, that's what I'm saying.
Yeah,
She
we've
might
talked
not-
about bronies a few times.
Yeah. Which episode, John?
There's been 2 of them. I know I mentioned in episode 15, the Going Commando episode, but there was one.
How he does that.
There was one before that.
Oh my
I'm not
gosh.
sure. One of the first 3 or 4 episodes also. So
This guy and his memory.
yeah.
Why can't you use that to make us rich?
I know, right?
So this one says, I wish my girlfriend told me she was afraid of heights before going on the Ferris wheel. She's in the fetal position. And guess what Ferris wheel that is?
Oh, is that the Lagoon one?
It's the high roller at
That's the Las Vegas one. Yeah.
in Vegas. I've been on a couple times.
Well, I had a incident like that with my ex-wife on the rocket at Lagoon.
Oh, did you?
She passed out. They had to close down the ride because of her.
Oh, I think you told me that. Yeah.
Yeah. She was originally too scared to go on it, so I was going to go on it by myself. But then the last minute, she's like, "No, I'm going to do this. I'm going to do this." And she got so scared, she literally passed out when it was out at the top. So when it stopped, she was just like slumped over in it.
Wow.
And so when they opened it up, you had to like catch her falling out, and they had to close the ride down and call the little EMT they have there and cart her off in a wheelchair. And people were clapping when she came to and stuff. But it was frightening and embarrassing, to say the least.
Yeah, I remember she passed out at first night at one time.
Yeah, because we thought her car was stolen.
Yeah. That was sad. I'm sorry.
Yeah.
Okay, so this one says, I walked in on my wife eating this. It's a jar of Best Foods mayonnaise. Says, thought it was a pregnancy craving. Turns out it's full of pudding.
Oh. Okay, good.
Nice.
Let's see. A lot of these are just cutesy pictures of they walked in on their husband like, kissing the dog or something.
Yeah.
Let's see.
Where's the one where they're like, walked in on my husband doing this, aw, and they're like murdering somebody?
I know. There's not a lot of those. So, this one's fun. It says, I had to pee and I caught my boyfriend doing a selfie while I thought it was just a selfie. That's a picture of him doing a selfie, and she's in the background peeing. Found my boyfriend in bed asleep, cuddling his burritos he asked me to make for him. That's sweet. Yeah, so there's just a lot of pet pictures here, but I don't know. What's something that your wife or partner or girlfriend has caught you doing that's embarrassing?
Masturbating.
No hesitation on that one.
Nope.
No? Fun.
Yeah, no, that's fun. That's fun. The end.
Were you in trouble? Was it?
Am I allowed to plead the fifth?
I wanted to kind of know how this relationship was going. Like, is it like a very liberal relationship, or was it like, you're a man and like, I'm sorry, I know you were a lesbian, but I loved you so much.
Wait, what?
She caught you and she found out you're a man.
Oh,
and she's a lesbian.
Oh no, it didn't go that far.
Because that's a deep
like
betrayal,
that.
you know, when you pretend to be a homosexual woman.
Right. No.
I sense a plot for a novel.
Yeah, you should write that novel. Yeah, no, that's all. I got in trouble.
Okay,
yeah,
fine.
I got in trouble. Yep.
At least you didn't say your mom.
Yeah, no.
Who just moved out of your apartment.
Right. That would have been awful.
She's like, since you're there, let me get the measuring tape.
Yeah. Never lived that one down.
Yeah, well, we've got to throw.
Episode 1, measuring up.
Yep. How about you, John? Did your wife ever walk in on you or catch you doing something weird?
Off the top of my head, the only thing I can think of is like eating stuff off the floor. Like you drop something on the floor and just look at it for a second, and you shrug and pick it up and eat it anyway, and then your wife walks in right when she sees you eating garbage off the floor. Off the top of my head, that's all I can think of. What about you? There's
a picture on Facebook. My ex-wife caught me. I'd fallen asleep on the bed with a empty clothes basket on my head. I was being funny, but apparently I fell asleep. And not only that, but like my shirt's coming up a bit so you can see my soft brown underbelly. It's just a very embarrassing picture. And
so your own humor bores you, and to sleep, like
apparently
you fell asleep.
I'm like, I'm so funny. And I just passed out. So yeah, nothing saucy. Just I'm kind of embarrassed. It would be funnier if it was something saucy, you know.
Yeah,
but nope. I had
nothing much.
I had a basket on my head, so I was sound asleep.
Oh, one thing I can think of is I got pranked once, and my wife happened to be watching. I used to go on this baseball news blog website where people would post like baseball articles and comment on them. It was like a message board type thing. But the people on that website, they like to prank each other. Like it was an inside running gag to include like a link, like, oh, here's the new team's uniforms or something. So you click on it, and they had an obsession with Madeleine Albright. You know the
prime minister.
What was her position? She was a
foreign dignitary,
something like that. Anyway, she was a really
right,
really old, unattractive woman.
Yeah.
They would Photoshop pictures of her face in like lingerie and all these horrific. It was an inside joke on that website. Eventually, when you've been on there long enough, you know never click on the link that anyone posts on that website. But one time, one of them got me. I clicked on it, and it was a picture of Madeleine Albright in lingerie, and my wife happened to be sitting right next to me. And she's like, what the hell kind of website are you looking at? So I had to explain the inside joke on that.
He's like, can I call you Madeline?
Then she knows it's not a joke.
Well, I know, but
I remember one time being stoned with a friend of mine. At the time, she was my girlfriend, and we're sitting in her room, and she left to go do something, and I was grooving when she got back. I was grooving to the Grandma song by Adam Sandler. I was just like really getting into it, and I happened to open my eyes, and she's just looking at me like, what the hell is wrong with you? But,
I've done setups like that on purpose to have like my wife
no.
catch me doing stuff. But yeah, that's pretty awesome. So,
no, I was stoned. I was feeling it.
Nice.
awesome. Well, John, take us home.
Alrighty. This time I thought I'd just go over some of my favorite headlines from The Onion.
Oh, yeah.
I've avoided The Onion in the past because, of course, their news stories aren't real. And if you look hard enough, we can find some real stories that are just as funny usually. And that's what we've done in the past. But
Right.
But The Onion's too great to not mention at some point or another. So here's some of my favorite ones. The Onion's been going on for like 34 years. You know that?
Yeah, there was a radio show in Utah that used to read headlines from The Onion.
It's awesome. I love that some people don't know that The Onion is satire and think it's real.
Oh, right.
I know the Babylon Bee got fact-checked once.
Did it
Did it really?
Yeah. So by like CNN or something.
So here's some of my favorite Onion articles. Most of these I'm not going to read the articles because the headlines themselves are funny enough. But a few of them I'll read in a little bit. But a study, this is from, I think, 2019. No, it was originally from 1997. Study reveals babies are stupid. A surprising new study released Monday by UCLA's Institute for Child Development revealed that human babies, long thought by psychologists to be highly inquisitive and adaptable, are actually extraordinarily stupid. The study, an 18-month battery of intelligence tests administered to over 3,500 babies, concluded categorically that, quote, babies are so stupid it's not even funny. According to Institute President Molly Bentley, in an effort to determine infant survival instincts when attacked, the babies were prodded in an aggressive manner with a broken broom handle. Over 90% of them, when poked, failed to make even rudimentary attempts to defend themselves. The remaining 10% responded by vacating their bowels. It is unlikely that the presence of the baby's fecal matter, however foul-smelling, would have a measurable defensive effect against an attacker in a real-world situation, Bentley said. There's all kinds of other tests they're doing. Another test in which the infants were placed on a mound of dirt outdoors during a torrential downpour produced similarly bleak results. The chicken, dog, and even worm babies that we submitted to the test as a control group all had enough sense to come in from the rain or at least seek shelter under a leafy clump of vegetation or outcropping of rock, test supervisor Thomas Howell said. The human babies, on the other hand, cannot even grasp even this most basic concept, instead merely lying on the ground and making gurgling noises. It goes on and on. It gets pretty dark with some of the tests they were doing. But anyway, that's one of my favorite headlines.
Oh, that's awesome.
This one just says, Amish give up. This is bullshit, elders say.
About time. Took them so long.
Kittens think of nothing but murder all day.
It's true.
Yeah. See, miracle of birth occurs for the 83 billionth time. This one's from 2008. I am under 18 button clicked for first time in the history of the internet. Y'all know what that's talking about, right? In an unprecedented and historic event Monday, the I am under 18 button An internet security device, which if selected restricts access to websites featuring adult content, was clicked for the first and only time ever. Well, I knew I could simply claim to be over 18 and continue on to my desired destination, but I also realized I would have to live with that lie for the rest of my life, said local resident Garrett Kinley, 17. I admit I was curious to see what type of material I would find on www.jugworld.com, but that button was clearly placed there for a reason. And let's face it, 17 3/4 is not 18. I plan to return to the site 3 months from now when I will be mature enough to handle its content. Moments later, Kinsley's friend, Dave Gerard, 17, pushed Kinley aside and clicked the I am over 18 button himself, at which point a tactical police unit broke down his bedroom door and arrested him.
Oh, what a good kid the other one is.
This one's about all the humanitarian work Bono does in Africa. The headline says, rest of you two perfectly fine with Africans starving. Let's see. This one's from 1996. Secondhand smoke linked to secondhand coolness. Winston, North Carolina. Americans have known for years that smoking is a direct cause of coolness. But the recent study funded by R.J. Reynolds, Philip Morris, and several other cigarette conglomerates proves conclusively that the cool effects of smoking are not limited to the smoker himself. According to the study, secondhand smoke is a leading cause of coolness, and it's only slightly less cool than actually smoking. Let's see.
So stupid.
We are only acting in the interests of the public at large, R.J. Reynolds spokesman Ron Gronfeld said. We're not saying non-smokers are going to die as a result of their actions, but we do want to make sure they know they're not as cool as they could be. Let's see, this is from 1999. Loved ones recall local man's cowardly battle with cancer. You know how it always says brave battle?
Yeah.
On January 26, just 4 days after visiting the doctor for what he thought was severe indigestion or maybe an ulcer, Russ Kunkel got the dreaded news. A malignant fist-sized tumor had metastasized between his stomach and liver. It was cancer. Right then and there, facing the prospect of a life-threatening disease, the 34-year-old Florissant, Missouri husband and father of three drew a deep breath and made a firm resolution to himself. I am not going to fight this. I am a dead man. On February 20th, less than a month after he was first diagnosed, Kunkel died following a brief, cowardly battle with stomach cancer. Most people, when they find out they've got something terrible like this, dig deep down inside and tap into some tremendous well of courage and strength they never knew they had, said Judith Kunkel, Russ's wife of 11 years. Not Russ. The moment he found out he had cancer, he curled up into a fetal ball and sobbed uncontrollably for 3 straight weeks.
That's how I'd go out. I know it.
Said Judith, I can still remember Russ's last words. Oh, God, I'm going to die. Why, God? Why? Why me? Why not someone else? According to Russ's personal physician, Dr. James Wolpert, the type of cancer Russ had generally took at least 4 months to advance to the terminal stage. But because of what the doctor described as a remarkable lack of fighting spirit, this disease consumed Russ in less than 1. It's rare that you see someone give up that quickly and completely, Wolpert said. Cancer is a powerful disease, but most people can at the very least delay the spread of it by maintaining a positive outlook and mental attitude. This, however, was not the case with Russ. Well, Russ did not go quietly, that's for sure, said longtime friend Bobby Dwyer. He did a tremendous amount of screaming. It goes on that one.
Sorry.
Yeah.
That's awesome.
There's one. Prisoner sort of expected to get raped more often.
That would be me, knowing my luck with love, you know.
Yeah. Poor guy. You're already in prison.
Let's see.
And now you can't find your soulmate, your cellmate.
First he was my cellmate, then he was my soulmate.
I love it.
Here's one from 2013. Woman flattered complete stranger would say something so nice about her boobs.
See, that's what we need more of in this world. Less slapping.
It says, they say chivalry is dead, but without any prompting or encouragement, this man on the street, someone I had never even met in my life, came right up to me and complimented me on my breasts. Said Maylee Phillips, 25. Noting that the amorous gentleman paid further praise to her figure by calling on other passersby to get a load of that rag and check out her sweet ass. And to think, I'd just been walking alone, along with my head down, trying to ignore everyone in my path. It's really nice to know there are people out there kind and thoughtful enough to tell me they want to motorboat my huge boobs. It made my whole day.
Said no woman ever.
Right. At press time, Phillips' delight had reportedly been extended when the man trailed her for an additional 50 feet and flirtingly asked her again and again where she was going.
Flirtingly.
This one says, everyone involved in pizza's preparation, delivery, purchase is extremely high. I don't think that's wrong. Here's one from 2006. Area man finally works up the courage to sexually harass his secretary. After 7 years of prolonged glances and unsatisfied desires, Scott Winters, assistant vice president for Basin Financial, threw caution to the wind Monday, finally declaring his feelings and intentions for Secretary Anna Davis through a series of suggestive gestures, inappropriate remarks, and anatomically exaggerated drawings.
I like the drawings. That's cute.
Winters, who had never believed in lust at first sight before, said he had been infatuated with Davis, 32, ever since he first laid eyes on her cleavage soon after he hired her in 1999. Yeah. World death rate holding steady at 100%, study says. You meet the most interesting people kicking open random bathroom stalls. See if we can find a few more good ones.
John sat staring at his screen, wondering if the next story would be just as funny as the first.
Just edit the damn podcast, Jason.
Oh, Jason.
There are lazy ways around. I work very hard to be lazy, okay?
All right. I understand. I just wish I would have thought of it first. That's all.
Here's one where I guess a midget fell out of a second-story window. It says, dwarf falls equivalent of 10 stories.
Don't let Peter Dinklage hear that.
Yeah. Let's see. Sorry.
It's either narrate John or beatbox. It's your choice.
Oh. How about you rap
this
narrating him?
This is one where I felt bad about laughing for, but I'm going to say it anyway. Special Olympics T-ball stand pitches perfect game. Felt so bad about laughing for that, but come on, it's funny. Study says dolphins aren't so smart on land. Shows like a dead dolphin in the parking lot surrounded by scientists. We can... Let's see. There's one from November of 2008. Black man given nation's worst job. From Washington, D.C. African-American man Barack Obama, 47, was given the least desirable job in the entire country Tuesday when he was elected president of the United States of America.
That's not wrong.
No. In this new high-stress, low-reward position, Obama will be charged with such tasks as completely overhauling the nation's broken-down economy, repairing the crumbling infrastructure, and generally having to please more than 300 million Americans and cater to their every whim on a daily basis. As part of his duties, the black man will have to spend 4 to 8 years cleaning up the messes other people left behind. The job comes with such intense scrutiny and so certain a guarantee of failure that only one other person even bothered applying for it. Said scholar and activist Mark L. Denton, "It just goes to show you that in this country, a black man still can't catch a break."
That's pretty good.
Yeah.
Here's one from 1993 when Bill Clinton took over. New president feels nation's pain and their breasts.
Oh, wow. That's prophetic.
Yeah. God answers prayer as a paralyzed little boy. No, says God.
I think I've seen that meme.
Yeah. Archaeological dig uncovers ancient race of skeleton people.
That's just bad reporting right there.
Yeah, my phone's kind of being slow, so I think we can leave it at that.
It's okay, my friend John's being slow.
That too.
Oh.
Aw.
I'm just kidding, John.
No, he's not.
I think you're...
So yeah, I love The Onion. I don't care if they're true or not. The Onion headlines are
It's
comic
entirely true. That's not
comedy
fake.
gold.
That's not fake news.
Yeah, it's
This is like the Wall
all
Street
real.
Journal.
Well, great. That was hilarious, and I do want to hear more from The Onion, so make sure you read some more in the future.
I'll do that.
But, all right. Well, thanks for joining us, and we'll catch you next week. Please send that listener mail in. We'd hate to have to make it up.
No,
Yeah,
we'd
that
never
would be
do
awful.
that.
That'd be really wrong. That's fake news.
Yes.
Yeah. So yeah, please
Unlike
send
The
us
Onion.
something.
See you next time.
Alrighty.